Good morning, folks. Sunday, February the 4th. A beautiful sunny morning in North Texas, full of global warming. Getting some sun. Yep. There's my Daisy eating a little grass. I'm drinking my black coffee. Anyway, during the week, there was a couple of conversations going on about botulism, and I wanted to get my 2 cents in it for what it's worth, I guess. Um, I don't really eat stuff out of a can. I try to avoid it, primarily because I don't like the way it tastes. It just kind of has this funny taste. I don't know if it's the chemicals they put it in to preserve it, or it's just because the food has degraded to a point that it's lost its taste, it's lost its nutrition. Um, so I don't. I try to avoid it. I do keep cans in my pantry. I have a lot actually, and they're all probably old and dated. I have some stuff from 2006 and 2008 that probably needs to go in the trash, but ironically still good. I just won't eat it because I don't like the way it tastes, but it's not going to kill me if I eat it. Uh, but I was going to provide an alternative, and that is, why don't you look at your pantry, what you have in there, and see if there's not something that you can keep that is very similar or the same, a good substitute or the same, in dried format. For example, why would you keep a can of beans? Hey, Daisy. And Daisy here is coming too. Hey, girl. Why would you keep a can of beans that's heavy, that's bulky, and when you open it, it kind of stinks a little bit because probably there's little bacteria or something in there, and it's heavy to move, and there's not that much in it. That same can of beans, if you were to fill it with dried beans, it would make 4 or 5 the amount. So there's that solution. Split peas, another legume. You can keep those for a long time. Lentils, it's another legume that you can keep for a very long time in dried format. Beans do take a little longer to cook, maybe 2 hours. You pre-soak them. You can probably shorten the time of cooking, the cooking time, for about half an hour. Uh, Lentils, they're great, and they only take about 25 minutes to cook. So that's not a bad choice. Uh, a lot of the fruits, you can get them in dried format and just keep them there. And even some of your animal proteins that come out of a can, that don't taste too good, but you could, at the very least, you can get some dried beef and put away. I wouldn't do it with pork or or fish or chicken, but you have jerky, for example, and you can biltong. You can do that. Biltong can last a long, long time. We have something that we do in Mexico called carne seca, means dried meat, and we take a thin cut of meat. We put it in a lime and salt brine for about 2 hours. Let it cook in there. Very heavy on the salt. Really, the salt's the one doing all the work. The lime is just for taste, and the acid does add a little cooking. And then we hang it out on the cloth line with cloth pins. And people can put it. You can put it. You have a lot of flies around or something. You can put it in some kind of enclosure made of screen mesh, and just hang it out there. I mean, you can hang out 3 or 4 or 5 pounds at a time. Let it cook. Let it dry for about 3 or 4 days. It's ready, and then you bang it with a wood mallet, and it's ready to be stored. And it's really good. You can mix it with eggs. You can mix it with tomatoes, etc. You're gonna hydrate it back when you cook it, and it's really good. I'm sure most of its nutrition is not gone away by dehydrating it, and you can have that. So there's a good source of for red meats to put away. You have your dry legumes that you can put away as well. You get your fruits. So really, what else is left? And now the point of keeping stores of food, in my opinion, is that you keep maybe 4 or 5 months, to enough to get you out of a bad situation. Most disasters will last 2 to 3 months, I mean, 2 to 3 weeks. And after that, the supply chains are normalized. Assuming it's a bigger disaster, 4 to 5 months, and by then you should have a garden going, or maybe some small livestock, like a chicken or a pig or something else. Or you get the hell out of that place because it's such a wasteland that you cannot live there anymore. So there's no need to have 2 years worth of food put away. That's my take on it. Uh, but that's what I would do. I mean, I don't like cans. I don't like the way canned stuff tastes. So I would stay away from it. And I'm a firm believer that if something doesn't taste good, it's probably not very good, nutritious, nutritiously speaking for you. And I don't mean that I don't like the taste of salmon, so it's not good for you. No, I don't mean it in that sense. I mean there are some things you don't like, but I mean like if you open a can of beans and they're a little bit cloudy and they taste a little funny, well, it's probably not good, you know. And I'd rather during the shit during an emergency, you know, the shit hit the fan or whatever. I would rather go an extra day hungry than eat something that's gonna cause me to get the shits and kill me. Really, I mean, that's the number one thing that's gonna kill people in gastrointestinal things, problems. So just stay away from stuff. I mean, you go hungry for a little longer. I guess. I mean, really, how many calories do you get out of a can of beans or a can of green beans or anything? It's nothing. Really, it's negligible. So that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. But anyway, um, I'll talk to you guys until next time. Bye.